Good morning, Kentuckiana. Thank you for watching us on WHAS 11 Plus. I'm meteorologist Matt Breland, and we are continuing this trend of very normal August weather. We've got temperatures that will be reaching the upper 80s through the afternoons, and we are going to see more of those mild mornings throughout the remainder of this week. But we are tracking the return of summertime storm activity. So that also means that the humidity is starting to crank up as well. Throughout the next upcoming days, we are going to continue seeing that humidity start to make its way into those more noticeable ranges. So our afternoons are about to start trending muggy for us once again. We're going to stay in this pattern into the weekend, and as we enter the next upcoming week, we're going to see some fluctuations in that humidity level, which means that we are going to start tracking a few more rounds of additional storm activity. But here's how we're looking for the next 7 days in terms of temperatures that you can expect your mornings to begin with. We'll start off in the lower 70s for Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and into our Monday and Tuesday. Those temperatures will be starting off into the mid-70s. We're tracking a bit of a warm-up headed our direction for next week. Let's go ahead and break down the weather details for the next several days. We've got a very quiet Wednesday morning ahead for us. Temperatures do warm up quickly, though, right near 90 degrees today. So I'd say we'll be right around 89, just a degree shy of that 90-degree mark throughout our afternoon time. Some isolated shower activity tries to develop farther off towards our easternmost counties, but you can expect a few additional clouds to start popping in throughout the later hours of our afternoon. As we enter the later hours of the night, we are quiet and dry with temperatures returning back into the 70s to begin our Thursday morning. Thursday is a bit more of an active setup. We are tracking a slow-moving front that's going to bring in some scattered shower activity that's going to have to break through some of this dry air that's still in place across Kentuckiana. So that's going to be around throughout our Thursday afternoon, and into Thursday evening is whenever a lot of that activity begins to settle down. A few passing clouds try to develop throughout Thursday night, along with those temperatures still ranging into the 60s and 70s. Friday is also going to bring in additional rounds of some scattered shower activity as we continue to monitor the arrival of a brief passing front system that's still likely bringing in a few passing showers and more thunderstorm development likely for the later parts of our Friday evening, likely tracking the arrival of that later on into our Friday evening and carrying over into the first few hours of our Friday night. But you can still expect a clear setup for tonight. Our temperatures do return back to their averages overnight into the lower 70s for most of us, a few of us into those upper 60s. Now into the weekend, we're still expecting the arrival of some of that scattered shower pattern throughout our Saturday afternoon. It'll be out of here throughout Saturday evening, and then Sunday does trend a bit drier, but it will also trend a bit warmer for us as we're continuing to track additional rounds of sunshine. Plus, with that extra humidity building with us, it could lead to a small heat wave headed our direction into next week. We could have temperatures starting to feel like the upper 90s, possibly back into the triple digits by Tuesday for a feels-like temperature. Plus, the wildfire smoke not completely out of here just yet. Still focusing farther off towards our west, but it's still going to shape up for us to see some of that hazy look in our skies throughout the upcoming afternoons. We're also tracking warmer temperatures that are still likely going to be in place through the middle of August. We're going to have temperatures likely a few degrees above our average for this time of the year. So here's a look at the next 7 days, continuing the track those increasing chances for some shower activity by Friday. Saturday and Sunday, less showers that will be around, a slight cool down before we start warming back up into the 90s throughout the next upcoming work week. That's a look at your 7-day weather details. Remember, you can get more weather information at WHAS11.com/weather.